Yo, what's going on? Y'all, it's been a minute, man, but we back with another one, man. With another very intricate being. And of course, I got my brother back. Y'all know he been dipping out on me Ed now and then. My nigga Beachiani, man.
What the deal? What's up?
And today we got my boy.
Drum roll.
Bailey Ellis, B.E., CEO of Top 5.
Yes, sir.
No debate.
Shout out, bro.
Right, my brothers.
If you got anything important and professional going on out west in the past 10, 15 years, man, there's no way you can miss out on this brother here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've definitely been through a lot of thresholds.
A lot of thresholds.
A
lot of grinding coming up.
A lot of dope building.
You know, Bailey, what's up, though, man?
Man, living. Glad to be here with my brothers. I think, everybody know, I think either one of our relationship, like me between y'all two, like for just different capacities.
Yeah.
So, from day one to see my brothers locked in and to be here with y'all, this is like real life 360 moment. And these are my big brothers, and I don't refer to too many people as big homie. They know me.
For sure.
But they've been with me before I had the facial hair and everything, before I was a dad, anything. So they know me from the mud.
Yes, sir.
So it's definitely a pleasure to be here.
Man, and let's start from the mud, though, man. I want to know something I ain't never asked you, man. What was always giving you that super drive, man? It's like, a nigga be like, man, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna go work here and get some money like that. What always made you want to be the job and own the job?
I'll probably contribute that to my environment, my family, primarily. My mom worked a job, but my mom was a hustler. Like, she gambled, she do whatever she need to. Then I always refer to my uncle as like my second father, my Uncle Abe.
Uncle Abe.
Yeah, so like, and then just growing up on Harrison, like, I don't think people understand like the significance.
The dynamics.
Like growing up on Harrison for real, like, to be 2 blocks away from the police station, and I've seen everything.
Let's give it to him. He is from the west side of Chicago.
For sure.
I got like a lot of little people from different places. Harrison is still the west side, but it's like his own little project, man. His own
it's the west of
2900. Raised on King James, Little King Neal's version.
For sure.
I was raised around a lot, so to see like the hustlers and things like that, naturally it made me want more. I remember being like, my mom always bring up a story when I was like 5, and I was telling like, somebody gonna clean my house, somebody gonna cook for me. She was like, what? And it was kind of throwing her off, but it was like, I've always seen bigger because I think my parents always showed me bigger. Like, I knew the world was bigger than, the block. I knew like, it's a world out here. I was infatuated with people who was winning then, before the internet.
You was.
Like, I've always had an infatuation with,
I don't give a fuck if we was getting ready to be in a fight. That nigga quote some Jay-Z or some shit out the blue. Like, and then, like, I was scared, not as like a sense of scared of him, but like the shit he used to talk. Man, he said it so convincing. I be like, damn, I hope bro could back that shit up.
Make him believe.
Back that shit up, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part most people don't know about me. I think it's always been two sides. Rest in peace to my, good friend, Tobias, man.
Rest in peace, TB, for sure.
Man, TB was a hell of a guy. But I remember we were shorties, man.
Wait, Tobias dead?
Yeah. TB?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm way out the loop, Joe.
Yeah. But when we were shorties, bro, he was actually, if you go on Harrison right now, it's probably still under the porch. He was spray painting TVL back there, and he told me some shit when we was shorties. He was like, man, you smart, but you a bitch. And I was like, what? Like, in my head, I'm like, I ain't afraid to fight. I just didn't think it was cool to just be fighting a motherfucker. But on some big brother shit, he was just like, nah, bro, like, I know you smart. He was like, the moment you find your fight, you unstoppable. So the shit that he gave me that he thought was related to the street, I took to the world. It was like, once I like became, I would say in a sense, fearless, it was like, I go anywhere, but I gotta take this with me. I gotta take this shit. I know how to go in the room and be what my name sounds like, Bailey, right? But it's a certain fight that come with that. Like, I represent a lot of people. So for me, you know, and I don't think I was raised very religious. My mom is she wasn't a churchgoer. She was a Bible studier. So we couldn't say can't growing up. Like, that's a hell of a mentality. Like, right now, my kids can't say try to be. I say trying is a predetermined failure. We either did it or we didn't. And if we lost, we learned. Only time you lose is when you don't learn. So growing up like that, and I'm looking at the landscape, I see who the hustlers are. I see who win. I see who don't. Like, you become, man, I think I had this particular gift to just have an understanding of people. You know, like, I watched my uncle so, like, meticulous. I watched my daddy. My daddy worked every day.
You know, the game Tobias gave you, though, I didn't know you yet, because by the time I got with you, you was ready to fight the
I was turned
world.
up. Yeah, like, when I ran into you, it was like, we had been through the trenches already.
And then, you know some more shit. You know how you got that one homie, though? They already with it. But if they know you with it,
turn them up even more.
Triple with it.
Yeah. Turn them up even more.
I had to stand up against a playground full of my own people for this nigga, cause he like one of them niggas like, it don't even matter if he finna get whooped, he gonna show you I'm gonna fight for what the fuck I just said. Like,
win, lose, the draw.
For sure.
We ain't gonna take no ass.
We
finna win, man. Shot at the stove on.
Yeah, facts.
Nigga been shot at the stove on.
Yeah, I tell everybody this story, but we went to my homie's funeral one day though. Rest in peace, Lil J, man. We went to my homie's funeral, man.
Rest in peace.
For sure, rest up,
and shit, we came back. And another one of my homies, I don't know what he was on, but he was like feeling himself. And he just kept saying like, fuck God, cause he thinking about our homie though. He like, man, if God was real, why he let him take our homie, like type shit. But Bailey a Christian warrior at this point. Like, he was like a shield on Christian.
Yeah, we come from that.
And my man got to say, he just kept saying it, man, ain't no fucking God, fuck God, woo, woo, woo. And Bailey just, man, I'm King Neil, you say that shit again, bitch, I'm a woo.
Made a man.
So we hooping too though.
Yeah.
So like when they got past that little pod, then we get the hooping some more.
And then he kicked the ball down the court on some weird shit.
Yeah, the man did something. I don't even know what he did. I just know I turned my head from one side, I turned back around, Bailey in his man's face. Bitch, I'm King Neil. I'm like,
that used to be a version of me though. Like that shit was like activating the power range. It was like, when I say this, I mean that. I stand on that.
For
like
real.
when I say I was really raised, like
that's
for
what
me growing up, like on Harrison, being between California, Kizzy, we can even say further down. But to me, that land, I seen guys praise King Neil more than they did Jesus. That's tough.
That's real tough.
That's like, so when I hear, shout out to Lennon, when he say that line, raised on King James, led in King Neil's version, I believe that. Because I know a bunch of men who've died standing on that. So when it was said, that come with something, you know. It's like, I remember first time I called a nigga a bitch. My uncle told me something that was so cold. He's like, nigga, you open up your mouth, you responsible for whatever happened afterwards. And I was at Argue Park. You know, Baby Joe. Baby Joe hit me in my shit. Boy, I'm going to get my uncle. I'm finna whoop your ass. But my uncle, and one thing I love about my uncle, he taught me how to think. Like, a man that don't think, he say, every man got a triangle, think, feel, react. He say, thinking should never be last and reacting should never be first. That's game.
That's game.
So when I said something, I meant that. Like, and that's the thing. Like, for me and mine, like, my first tattoo is John 15:13. No greater love than for a man to lay his life down the line for his friends. Anything I ever said out of my mouth, I was ready to die for.
I swear to God, that's on my mama. And look, you know what's crazy though, V? I was back and forth and shit, like, cause I'd be like, I'll go get an ounce of C or something, come back, I do my shit, you know what I'm saying? I go to work too, but I come like I was doing so much shit.
Yeah, keeping it
and
going.
then it just got to a point one time, like I was just so fucked up because in my head I was like, I seen something new with him. Like every time we hungry, to my recipes, my nigga half all of us, we be hungry. This man to go on to a shirt order or something. He'll go do some shit. Go cut back $300-$400. Everybody eating. I'm talking about we back in the studio. Like he's standing on this shit. Cause I had gave up on music and everything. You know, this is a story. That's how I was gonna wait for the camera. But I'm sitting in the park one day, bro. Like, man, Joe, you want to do this music shit again? Woo. I'm like, man, this shit costs. Studio was costing back then. It ain't like now everybody can hook a studio up in their crib.
Facts. It wasn't no such thing as no home studio.
Wasn't no home studio shit.
So I'm thinking like on that.
Yeah, so you know, we sitting in the park and shit. I'm like, man, Joe, how the fuck we gonna do that? You feel my daughter just asked me for some food. I can't even get to it, but I tell her, I say, man, bro, let me get $2. You know what I'm saying? I'm
for sure.
Hit you back. I just got this little shit. I'm gonna get it done. Folk, man, fuck that shit, man. Woo. I asked him for a couple. He give me 100. And back then, it's 100. So I got my daughter. I'm super valuable. Like we went to the studio 3-4 months straight after that. Like he stood on what he said. Like I'm talking about, we making it work. How we making it work?
The money shit was no issue.
It was talking about, man, that shit was just like motivating me, and it made me not want to hustle more and more though. My thing, because I'm seeing him do it. You feel me?
Yeah, my thing was like the shit we said earlier. You know, it's like be each other's crutches. Like I never questioned whether I can win. Like that
wait, but what was that saying? You said your Bible verse. What that you had said?
What? No greater love than for a man to lay his life down on the line for his friends.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that shit
like that's John 15:13. Like that's my first tattoo. I stand on that. Like I learned. You know, as you grow. Sometimes you're willing to die for niggas that ain't willing to walk for you.
Yeah, that part.
You know,
that's real.
Like that's the growth part of it. But like to
why
me,
is that though? Like.
But because everybody ain't shaped the same.
Like
it's like TD Jakes got he got a sermon. It's called 5 Type of Friends in Your Life. He really described 3. It's confidants, comrades, and constituents. Like a constituent is a strange individual. A constituent can be around you. They're not for you, but they're for what you're for. Right. They want to win with you. Right. Like you're a part of. Oh damn, he could take me to get that championship. Check, say less. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
constituent.
Yeah, I heard that name.
And then it's like you got people who, you know, like your confidant is for you. They for you all the time, but we don't get many confidants in life, right? So, like a relationship,
that was like your wife.
Yeah, it can be. That's a secret. Like even the things we've shared, right? Like how many people are you willing to be vulnerable to about your daughter?
Right.
That wasn't I was around you every day. That ain't no shit you just bringing up.
I don't want nobody to be on this camera looking at this shit wrong.
No, like not saying it like shit. I'm saying that vulnerable enough for you to be able to vulnerable enough for you to be able to have that conversation. So it was a time where it was like shit, we were stick as thieves, you know. It's just like, but then the more I start growing and learning through that, it's just like, oh, all right, cool. Once I see the landscape, I understand it. Like, cool, let me fall back because I've poured into too many people.
And what I told you about that, though. I mean, one time we was doing something with the logo, and you came to me and you said something, and I said, you said it was a time we was thick as thieves.
Yeah.
But see, when you got real friendships, it don't matter how long.
We always been on one accord.
You can call me from goddamn it here to wherever you at. I'm pulling up like it was that time.
For sure.
Because we ain't never had no bad blood. I say you take over the world from your side, I'm gonna take over the world from my side.
You continue to grow. Like that's the other thing.
And we'll meet up in the middle.
My mom used to say that. Like when I was hanging around, like me and you was heavy day to day. My mom used to be like, the person you see every day ain't your friend. I used to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm already standing on, I'm ready to die for it. And she was just like, you gonna learn. And so you start seeing certain things, and it's like, nah, I know certain people I could pick up the phone. I'll call either one of y'all, have a 2-3 hour conversation.
For sure.
With no intention on, man, I need something from you.
Sure.
Nothing. Just off straight, bro, damn, how you been? How the kids doing? Where you at? Yeah, what you doing?
I'm excited. Yeah, my man, I got that shit going on.
And to me, I got a handful of those in my life, so I treat those people very special. But that don't mean we ain't go through our times, you know, of like the day-to-days, the figuring each other out.
Yeah.
So even when me and you first linked, the music shit, it was like, I remember sitting in the park by myself before me and you sat in the park, and I said, it's one thing I know how to do. I know how to make money, and I know I'm gonna win. I started thinking, how do I get all these niggas around me to win? But the first thing was, what are you good at? I met him in a battle. As quiet as kept.
That's what you made me at in battle?
You battled Miller.
In the rap battle?
Corey brought you, I brought Miller.
In the rap battle?
Battle Miller?
Yeah, his name was Hiff.
Yeah,
so when I hear a rap, who the fuck is dude?
Right.
Mind you, Corey, this one of my day-to-day guys too. You know, shout out Cino.
Right, I met you through Corey.
Yeah, so it's like, when I meet him, that's the intrigue. That's what made me sit in the park with him. Man, what you doing with music? Cause to me, it was like me and Benny single, but it was like more raw, and it was like this nigga was quick. Like I remember cause we had Fremont Jackson in the room, and this nigga was rapping about what niggas had on, and it was still like,
see, I don't even remember.
Man, who the fuck is this dude, man?
I've been doing this shit for a long time.
Yeah, so that was our introduction to one another, and from there, it was just like, some just made us gravitate. Out of all the people in the room, it just started being me and him every day. Like,
and you know what's crazy? The nigga used to get into it with everybody, so I don't know how me and him just like locked in like that. The man didn't give a fuck about no motherfucker like that. One part of what we had like going on, it was just like,
I was taught to stand on business, man.
It was just like, hey, y'all niggas ain't up in this car,
like, I'm gonna meet you at your front door. Like, but that's a grunt. Like, that's like, even I was just telling my mom that, you know, it's like sometimes you gotta lose the ability to want to be right. Like, too many of us care about being right about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
Like, so a lot of the time we bump it. Yeah, it's ego, because it's like,
ego.
And a lot of times it's your idea of what's right. That don't make it right for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I used to be standing on, because my idea of right came from very particular places. If it was street shit, it came from this person. If it was religion or, you know, just living, it came from this. But I came up under, like, I had a freedom, but I came up under, like, these kind of strict guidelines of, this is life, bro. Like, being taught the Bible in the house and being taught the Quran in the street, your reality a little different.
So what you believe in? Like, what you? I should never ask you this, especially on this camera. But
no, you fine. I believe in. I'm a Christian by faith. I study the Bible, but I'm aware of like the Torah, the Quran. Like, I've dived into these books as well, because to me it's like too many people have biases about things they don't understand nor have a knowledge of. So it's like in the Bible say, study and show yourself approved. Yeah. So when you start reading all these books, typically you're gonna find the same people in there. They roles just change. It's the same characters. David in damn near all the books. Jesus damn near in all the. It's just whether he's the Messiah or whether he's a part or whether he's just one of the miracle workers, as they would say. But in learning that, you just learn universal truths on just how to be a good human, you know.
That's why I'm in shit. Like, that's what I'm in shit. Like,
that's all.
Because I believe in segregation, man, and I just feel like the more we say this book is truer than that book or whatever, it just creates a greater segregation.
It do.
Like,
it do, but it's for understanding reasons. Like, if you grew up in a certain country, that's your reality, that's your truth. Like, when you grow up in different environments, you know, and that's actually part of the reason I made top 5. Because I think, especially as black people, we challenge other people's top 5, and it's the weirdest shit in the world. It's like we sat in here and talked about basketball, all of us gave a top 5.
Right.
naturally somebody's gonna interrupt and be like, fuck no, and they be like, nigga, that's his top 5, bro. As Jay-Z would say, what you eat don't make me shit.
Right.
But if I understand that, we can build a connection. I understand what makes you unique.
Yeah.
I understand what, you know, it's like, as you brought up Hap, rest in peace Hap, you know, I remember not liking Rich Homie Quan, and I went on a road trip with Hap to Atlanta. I had to watch Hap in order to understand Rich Homie Quan, and once I got him, I was like, yeah, this nigga tough. Yeah. But naturally, most people are so segmented into what they believe. Yeah. Once again, they want to be right for it. They want the world to see it how they do, and it's like, it's okay. We were born different. Our experience, we can have the same top rapper. How we got there may be very different.
How you got to learn, you know?
Yeah, like my Jay-Z experience compared to a lot of niggas truly starts in the Blueprint era. But to know me is to know that that's also when I started designing.
Exactly.
So that shit was the soundtrack to what I was doing. It was like, and shout out to my homie Butter. He, you know, rest in peace to him too. We just be having a lot of people that we lose, but yeah, you know, it's like he was playing Girls, Girls, Girls remix, and that shit changed my life. Yeah. When I heard Jay-Z speak like that, I was like, that's me. Yeah. Like I understood it. It was like, this me growing up on Harrison.
Girls like that?
Girls.
No, the sample one, because I like old music. Like, to know me is to know, like, you know, it's like Bobby Womack, Marvin Gaye, guys like, I listen to music like that, you know. But that Girls, Girls, Girls remix, the sample, I'm telling girls, when they doing that, when I first heard that, I'm like, because I heard Girls, 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 but that sample, I'm like, what the fuck is this? He was like, man, you don't know this the Blueprint. And it took me 2 days, bro, to learn that entire album, top to bottom.
Man, it was on with that.
Since we speaking on girls, man, because I had told some people you was coming here today, man. And a couple of ladies was asking me, they was like, yeah, what's Bailey relationship status?
I'm married.
Say it again, I ain't hear you, bro.
I'm married. I got 3 kids, man. I got 3 kids. Rachel, Camille, Robin.
Man, this my homie so hard, man. I remember when I first, married
with children. I'm out money.
I ain't trying to fuck up my home. None of that. Wife, man. She was his girlfriend. Then I came up some cold ass elevator. First time I ever been on a double-sided. Double-sided elevator. I got off the elevator.
You in the crib.
The doors opened up. I see my Melly in there with his future wife, man.
Fact though. Yeah, we've been locked in 13 years. We've been through a lot of shit. Primarily because of me, but you know, like, you live and you learn, you grow. That's the part, bro. Yeah, that's the part where it's
that's
like,
why we say women can't take accountability. You know my man say, man, because of me. Shit, that's...
Oh yeah, it's shit. It's been all on me. Like, you gotta learn how to lead. You know, it's just like, I think we grow up with these ideas, and a lot of times it's massaging your ego. You know, it's like, I thought about a variety. Like, I've had my share of whatever. You know, I've been around. I've traveled most of the world.
That part,
but it's like,
keep the house happy.
But it's like, and she totally understand. But it's like, it's a choice. You know, it's a choice to, I think, grow up. You know, it's a choice to figure out what's important. And I kept looking at the decisions I was making, you know, and I'm like, hold on, time out. But I would say it was a lot like my work, too. Like, my relationship was like, when I was freelancing and outside, I had a lot of chaos. I had people, you know, I ain't always had a clean record with people, you know what I'm saying? I've had people... threaten me, do whatever because of the work that I do. But I started to realize same thing when I wasn't choosing my home, I wasn't choosing myself.
Exactly.
So when I wasn't choosing myself, I was dealing in chaos, and I had to deal with whatever come with that chaos, good, bad, and different.
I wanna talk about some things, because you had one chaotic situation, man, and I didn't clear with you. We could talk about it or not, but you could choose to or not. Cause this shit really opened my eyes up to how silly this shit is out here, man. I knew this shit was silly already, but it opened my eyes up to like how silly this shit really is. Can you walk us down the path of you getting shot?
Oh man.
Or should I say shot up?
Yeah, simple. It happened on my birthday, August 15th.
And that's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was in the city. It was ironic because at the time, I would always drive to the city. So today, I think I needed an oil change. I'm like, man, I'm going to catch a cab to the city. I took an Uber. I ended up going to Success for something because I was working on something with him. And then I went to the Fashion Geek store on 16th and boxed up some orders, made sure those got out, and then went back to Success to meet my cousin. It was just interesting. My cousin ended up leaving. First sign. Should have took my ass home. Mm-hmm. I just so happened to be chopping it up with my homie Marv. Shout out to Marv. He got he's one of the managers of the clothing line Shy Boys. They currently in O'Hare Airport. It's just big shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So we just chopping it or whatever. Then he solid. I'll drop you off. You know, because it's just how he is. I'll drop you off. Went to the music garage. Sitting up there with my cousin, waiting on my other little cousin at the time. And so I ended up sitting up there for a while, had a little extra bread. You know for sure. I tell my cousin, take me to the Apple store, man. I'm finna just go buy some AirPods, man. Fuck it. I text my girl, I'm finna get on the Metro train, and I'm gonna be on my way home. Got to the Metro train, bought the AirPods, got to the Metro train. My little cousin called, damn, I ended up going to sleep, whatever, I'm on my way. Second time, I knew I should have went home.
Because you was at the train.
Went back to the studio. This the third part where I knew shit wasn't right. I was in there watching rap battles. Ain't no shit I really do. Mm-hmm. I'm a commercial guy. If anybody know me, they know I like the shit that's winning. Mm-hmm. So just sitting up there, something right. And then when my cousin did show up, he didn't look like nothing. It ain't to take nothing away from him. Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck you going with me like that? Mm-hmm. Just so happened, like, man, fuck it, let's go grab some drinks. We went actually right there back next to Fashion Geek, little bar, whatever. Long story short, left there, went and got some champagne, and then he was like, yo, let's slide over here real quick, by some hotel so he can meet somebody. Cool, whatever. And so when we come in, we're going back towards Illinois, but I'm on, what's the damn street? The street that Buckingham is on.
Is that Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus. So I'm going through Columbus trying to get through Wacker. But it's a bunch of street races down there. Never seen no shit like that in my life. Like, not in Chicago. Mm-hmm. They literally got the street blocked off. So I got to go back up to Michigan and come around to get to Illinois. Mm-hmm. Like when you go through, like, you know, little loops and all of that. So I do that. We head through, like, you know, a little loop or whatever to get back to Illinois. I'm a street navigator. I don't need no GPS nowhere. Like, so we get in front of the movie theater and we arrive into the light. So I'm on the phone. I just got literally hung up the phone with my sister showing her all the street racing shit. And I see her, like, so we in the right-hand lane, me and my little cousin, and they in the further left lane. But I see a motherfucker wave a blick. In my head, you don't give it no energy, you never pay it no mind. So I go back, I'm still on the call, but I ain't, like, staring. I move, straight forward, you know what I'm saying? And then I hear a motherfucker, so when my friends call me, they singing happy, and it's ironic because they singing the shit off Don't Be a Menace. When dude gets shot in the beginning, when they happy birthday, homie. Right. Happy birthday, homie. Yeah. So I'm like, oh man, appreciate it. And then all of a sudden I just hear, y'all good? Bailey, my brain, I'm seared and we a little fucked up, but I know energy. And giving you my energy, bro. Like I said, I ain't dying over no nigga. I don't know your last name. You ain't never that important to me. But my little cousin, it ain't no fault of his. He sat up and looked across me. And when he did that, sit the fuck back, man. I'm gonna fuck out a pipe over there. What are you doing, nigga? Like, cause I'm big on, again, energy. Yeah. Like, your nonverbal communication can say a lot. And then a motherfucker say, fuck y'all looking at. It's right after he looked up. Man, what? I never turned back left. I'm driving his car, actually. Light change. Ding, 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 ding.
They pulled off with y'all?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, cause
all I know is I hear start here, ding, ding, ding,
just heard
ding.
the motherfuckers hit.
Oh, time out. Then I felt like I had an upset stomach. I'm like, something ain't right. And I looked down, and this is how I know I got shot at that point. Because I'm like, oh, shit, I seen blood right here. But then I'm starting to see all the cars move. Because I'm driving the whole time. I'm like, I never...
So while they were shooting, you didn't even know you got shot?
No, I don't have an idea. But the moment I do realize... Like I said, I've been some places. I've been in the Army. Grew up around a lot of just sensible niggas.
Sensible niggas too,
though. Hey, calm your ass down, bro. Like, first of all, what's happening? And that's how I'm assessing it. I tell my little cousin, bro, I got shot. He up at the car. I need you to drive. He got his hands out like, you know, like we in Boys in the Hood. Nah, bro, I'm good. I can carry myself. I'm just make sure I don't lose consciousness. So I hop in the passenger seat. I put my feet up. I get the applying pressure on my stomach because that's all I know. Not knowing, bro, I'm literally shot 4 times. Like, when I say they had a switch on it. So when you see the car look like... The car look retarded. It's like, ain't no way in hell y'all supposed to made it. Cousin never got a scar. He ain't got a piece of glass or nothing on him. And just so happened when he hopped behind the seat, and I thank God, man. One, knowing Chicago, I was in the area where it was a trauma unit. I'm downtown. If I was on the south side, I would have lost my life. Because there ain't no trauma units. So, bro, I'm literally 2 blocks away from Northwestern Hospital. So my cousin on some panic and shit, bro. This nigga footing this bitch, bro. I never forget. We damn near running to the police. I'm talking about damn near head to head. Like, on the police bail out the car. Drawing. Like, on the, hey, get the fuck out the... So, me in my mind, I'm like, bro, hell no. Once again, bro, you gotta think. Hey, I'm shot. They get to looking around the car, and just so happened I seen the black cop. He go to the driver's side. He see the bullets. He follow us. And then, bro, I remember how I felt. I felt like we made 2 turns, and we was there. My cousin damn there, had it been like a lower level emergency room, he would have ran the car through that bitch. I'm talking about he ran over the medium, everything. Like so when they take me out, I ain't been feeling no pain. I just know I'm shot. Like, bro, they put me on the stretcher, and when they stretch my body out, oh man, that's the worst shit in the world, bro. I was like, I don't want to die. And then also just real retarded shit, bro. Just the way I think. The doctor was like, you ain't gonna die. And I was like, your dumb ass ain't gonna die. And the next thing I know, they was putting sleeping gas on me. I woke up, and it was like, you know, like the TV show shit. You don't really know. I wake up, and it's weird because there's this lady in there just moving shit around. And then I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, cause I don't know that they did surgery or none of that on me. I just know I just woke up, you know, like I ain't never went through no shit like that. So I wake up, the lady was like, your mom's downstairs, you want her to come up? Yeah. Still, I don't, you know, I'm not processing. Like, I can still taste like the liquor on my breath, the champagne. So I'm like,
you was drinking too. I know that blood was coming up out of there.
Yeah, so one life to live, you know. And then my mama came up there, and before she can get up there, I told the lady like, oh no, because I know my mom don't fuck with hospitals at all. And my mom never came in my room. It was like some powerful shit though. She came to the threshold of the door, and she was like, you gonna be all right. And she just prayed. I never forget that. And she was just like, you good. Then she left from there, and then my little cousin came up there. My little cousin, and then my sister flew in. But yeah, it was like I never had no interaction with the guys. I have no idea. Only thing I remember was it was a white Camaro.
That was just some goofies, man.
Yeah, they just
That's
made me.
They caught him?
Fun.
Nah, I remember the police even coming in there. I was asleep. It was like, I think this was like 2 nights after it happened, and they was questioning me, and they tones were interesting because it was as if I was engaged in this, as if like, oh, you just sized me, and I was like, I don't think you understand who you talking to. Like,
yeah, that's some typical.
like I ain't the regular nigga that's just in here shot, bro. Like, I'm one of them. Like, I ain't like Google me, you'll find out a lot. Like, I ain't. So that was offsetting for me. But during that time in there, I don't think I ever processed the idea of like I could have died. Bro, I got out the hospital. I think I was in there 8-9 days. I got out the hospital. The next day I went to the Kanye West Donda joint at Soldier Field. I'm holding my stomach though. I'm stitched up all the way. Like, I got a big ass scar all the way up here. You know, I still got a bullet in me right here. Like, that shit.
Pop out.
Yeah, like, I ain't tripping. You know, it's just a reminder every day.
Oh, it's gonna come out.
Yeah, it's gonna push itself. Yeah, it's gonna push itself. The body don't fuck with nothing that ain't supposed to be in there.
You gonna look up.
So
You
it's
squeezing
like,
it out. My cousin did for a couple of people. I know.
like, my girl was just like, you know, she in school to be a naturopath doctor. She like, I give you something to speed it up. I now let it take its time, you know. But it's like, I never processed the idea that I could have potentially lost my life. It was just one of those. Once again, like, I think I just serve a greater God. Like, I never, like, in that time, I was like, this is a transition period for me. And the only question I had, you know, outside of, like, was my kids good? Where my laptop at?
Yeah, what my
I was
work
more
at?
concerned about my laptop getting shot than anything.
Yeah, I need
Man, and you know,
Yeah.
that was a stepping stone, but I don't want people to think we just picked my homie up and we just chose to talk, man. My man that did some real, he done laid his name across the globe a lot, man. I just want to, I just want you to see, because you was talking to me on the phone and all about a lot of shit. I just couldn't believe it, man. Like, can you tell us some of the people that you, like, worked with in the past 2-3 years, man?
2-3 years? Ooh. Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, Neo, Slick Rick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Method Man, Jada Kids. That's just music.
My man do graphic designing. He edit videos. He shoot small films.
I've worked with the CDC, so a lot of the CDC and HHS, Health and Human Services, United States Postal Trademark Office. Yeah, I've been blessed to be in a lot of different spaces. I've worked with Nike, Jordan,
My man spoke
Adidas,
this shit
Puma.
in existence too.
Yeah, I really,
So,
you know,
I remember him doing
My
it just
man
on
never said I
Puma.
spoke some
and
things
a lot
to
of Chicago.
the universe and
Let them know all the
Yeah, a lot of Chicago brands too. A lot of your favorite Chicago streetwear brands.
Sure.
Fort Manor, my boy,
Yes,
Warner
sir.
Core.
MOB.
If y'all ever seen their logos, I created those. Yeah, Fashion Geek, Fly, Success. I've done my share of work, you know. It's like, but I never played the game for recognition. Most people.
He ain't got to. I'ma do it for him.
Yeah,
we gonna do
like,
it for him.
I always say that, you know, I affect the few that affect the many. So, like, I feel like my work touches a lot of people, and, you know, like the reverence that they may have for those particular people, I get that reverence from them. So guys like y'all, I get that camaraderie, that celebration, you know. But I know a lot of guys give it to y'all, you know. I remember riding through the hood, it's 45 mob shirts out here. Man, you understand what it is then, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I've been blessed to be in a lot of spaces, and not necessarily the formal way. Like, a lot of shit, you know, I show up, I keep showing up, and God keep blessing. I just woke up to a call today, bro. Like, I was about to do some whole other shit in terms of being creative, I just got one of them contracts like Danny, like what Drake say, 91 Dan Marino numbers.
Yeah.
And when I was, like in a sense, like what's next?
For sure.
Because I just got, I was one of those laid off because of the government switch. I was doing a lot of government contracting, so it's like I was doing all the vaccine stuff for Black and brown audiences. I had shit running during the Super Bowl, so I've been in the places.
You ain't playing. You been in the places.
So,
but we know that though. We know you ain't playing.
Doing that work opened up some other doors, and I always say it's just like good work don't need no campaign.
For sure.
That's in the street or that's in the boardroom.
I like that.
Like you never need no campaign.
Yeah, for real. That's tough. Good work don't need no campaign. I love
like
that.
We was in Lexington off the slide. Didn't need no campaign.
No, like, we don't need none
at all. Like good work selling itself. Yeah. So it's just like I said, I've had my hurdles as a creative. I've not like it ain't all been glory, but I've been willing to fail more than the average person.
For sure.
Like, and I'm doing this shit. No teachers, no big homies. Anything I do is because I thought about it and I did it. Like that's for me. I still put out music to this day. I put out more music than your favorite rapper.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so it's because I also have a vision of things that I want to see, people that I want to grow with, and that don't come easy. That come with a lot of solidarity. That come with a lot of just putting in work, But as the Bible say, your gift will make room for you. And
make room.
Yeah, and the rooms that I've been in, I can't say it's nowhere. Nobody is where I'm from been in those rooms. So I take pride. I take, that 2911 lay on my chest everywhere I go.
Yes, sir.
Because they don't understand, it's like when I'm throwing out ideas, they don't understand, it was the music being around guys like y'all that made me quick with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah, I can.
For sure.
And to me, like one of my homies told me, he was like, you a rapper. But he was like, your ass don't need to be on no track. He was like, your gift is rapping. He was like, show the world how you rap. Tell them your story. So every room I go in, I'm looking to remix shit.
Exactly. That's dope, bro.
You're an interesting brother, man.
From the mud, though, man.
Like, been having shit going on for a minute, and I like the.
Y'all a big part of that, though.
I like the way you bounced up off a lot of like sabotaging people, but. Hey, that shit didn't work, and I almost just called one of them whole ass niggas out because I wanted to be petty, but I'm gonna stay solid today.
Nah, but it's like I think a lot of my downfalls have come from expectations, like, and people not wrong to carry those expectations with me. I think it's just at certain points I also hit a peak, like. Most people that I work with aren't invested in me. I'm invested in them. It's a difference. Like, so, like, I used to call my gift, like, remember Harlem Nights? The chick Sunshine?
For sure.
Say pussy so good, throw it up in there and turn it into sunshine. Yeah. hey, I ain't coming home.
Yeah.
That joint stopped too, bro.
I saw it.
Yeah. But, like, for me, it was like the sunshine was me and my gift. Like,
for sure.
Like, I knew how to, and bro didn't see me in action selling.
Yeah. Grand.
Man, I wish you can find not only to do what I do, like they can sell the way I do. But what I learned in that is, it was like I was taking people 40,000 feet in the air, then just dropping them at times. So they do come with certain disappointments, and everybody don't know how to manage how they feel.
Fuck them.
Not necessarily that. I just know how to move.
No, you ain't got to do it, bro. That's me.
I know how to just move past them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
it's like our time together is our time together. It's like, and I've always been, Jay-Z said our time together is our time together. Our time apart is our time apart. So love me with your mind and not your heart. Because, like, everywhere that I was going, it was like an experience, right? Like, I always wanted to see people win. And sometimes you gotta learn, everybody ain't built to win.
Nah.
Certain people wins, and then certain people wins don't meet your height.
And then, man, my man Jay say, man,
certain niggas just want to get to the league.
How my man Jay say that shit?
Mount Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said, I heard motherfuckers saying they made hoes.
Made hoes say, okay, so
make another hole. That was the funny part. But then he dive and say, niggas wasn't playing they day roles, so we parted ways like Ben and J-Lo. Like, what he say after that though, baby? You gotta keep it going. He said, but friends, what he say?
But friends turn into enemies. That's they day role. Like, like, and the thing is with me, it's just like I played my part. I played my one average person that complained about me, asked him how much they paid me. I'm one of them. I ain't never been no number two. When I come in, I set a standard. I set a standard that ain't gonna be matched. Because the next person come behind me, they one or two things. They either want too much or they ain't experienced enough. I wasn't doing this I never gauged my creativity based on what a nigga was paying me.
Right.
Man.
I showed up and gave the best of me every time.
Exactly.
And my best is my worst shit better than a lot of niggas' best shit. And this ain't no pump fake on nobody. This ain't, cause I ain't got no competition. My competition, some Voltron nigga you gotta go make up. Because what one nigga's great at, man, I'm just as good. And when you stop being that, I'm gonna go flip it and go do the other next three things. So for me, it was always exploration. Like when we created B Records, all of that, it was how do I create something that I want to see.
Exactly.
Like I ain't wondering about nobody else. I ain't in no competition. We never talked about other guys rapping. That's the one thing he can't. Like we never went in the studio and was like, even when I hear niggas who talk like that, man, we finna kill these niggas.
Man.
I start slowly backing away.
That's it. That's it.
This ain't no competition, man.
Yeah,
like most people, but that's a lot of people. They only win if they got something to overcome. It's like a motherfucker will get fat to have to go get skinny compared to just doing the work in the beginning to just stay skinny.
Right.
Like most people need something to overcome. Most people aren't built winners. They are almost in the survival mode. Like they need something to. I don't need that something. Like I show up, the shit I think, I create.
It's gonna automatically do that.
I bring everything that come to my mind. It comes to life one way or another. So for me, it was always that. Like, all right, how do I build something that makes sense with the people that I love and the things that I love to do? I love music, bro. I get paid the least amount from doing music. Not no more, but
when you love it, it's not a job, man.
Like my interpretation of music goes. Like, where I really listen to lyrics, bro. I can show you text message me and my cousin. I'm breaking down lyrics to him. Hey, he rap full time. Like, shit. Me and you done had dealings in music. Of course we had, but it's like because I love music. Music is a translator. Like when you hear certain lyrics, it's just like no 2 days are alike except the first and 15. Pretty much, hustlers. We don't sleep. We rest 1 hour up. A drought can define a man when the well dries up. You learn to work the water without working thirst till you die. Like nigga, what?
No,
that shit go over so many people's heads, and it's just like a drought can define a man when the well dries up.
And the ones who's supposed to get it, gon' get it, man.
But the thing is with me, I've never needed a well because I know how to source water.
For sure.
That's what makes me different. I never showed it up nowhere with my hand out. Everywhere I show up complete. From the day you met me, from when we were shorties, you never seen no nigga who could say they put me on.
For sure, you definitely self-made did it for real.
Don't move like never showed up with no need. Whatever it is, I invest in this shit. I pay top dollar for whatever I want. I ain't never asked no nigga for no discount, nothing. Whatever it is you want, bro. Because in reverse, you know how I want mine. Top 5 or nothing.
Man, with that being said, man, I want to make sure we got enough for part 2, man. I don't want to lay all this on you people right now, man.
We'll be back in the building.
Oh, for sure. Like, y'all my brothers. Yeah, and I'm starting up a joint myself where I be interviewing creatives.
You gotta get me on that.
Yeah, so I'm interviewing creatives in a process because I think it's important. I'm also using that as a platform to start educating like kids of color in particular, about media professionals. Everybody ain't got to be the rapper. I made a nice living not being the rapper. Like, I check 6 figures off music alone. Like, I'm good. No, and I ain't dropped a verse.
No, for sure.
Damn near ever. I have, but I haven't. Not because I respect guys like him and the ones that I'm around too much.
I got writers anyway. I don't care about that.
Oh, that's different. Like, cause
I got ghostwriters.
Yeah, the hip I know. Like,
no, I'm talking shit, but if I did, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I still carry a lot of your lyrics with me to this day. Like, because it's like, these are moments, these are times, these are things that they're gonna make documentaries about, you know. And I think we them caliber of people. Like, if you look at most winners, they move in groups. I don't look around and be like, man, my guy's suffering. No, them niggas winning. Like, to see you in a situation you in is God work. Same thing with you, you know. But I've seen you damn near the tape deck on the back porch. Man. So even when he said he wasn't rapping, he had some contraption shit where I was like, bro, your brain different, bro. How the fuck you put this together? Like, I remember the first time at this crib, it was interesting.
And shout out to my homie, man. My homie, he broke in somebody's crib for that shit.
Here to have
see, he used to be living this nigga used to be living an amazing, like, an interesting, amazing life. But to see, like, the 360, like, to see, like, you grow into, and that was the reason for me. Like, that's the payoff. Like, I get to see somebody who really wanted this, you know, and you ain't just do it for yourself. I've seen people where it becomes like this kind of internal, like, damn near like angry thing. Like, they doing it out of spite. Right. Where I see you turn into like a maker and a way maker for other people. Like, that's tough, bro.
I love it too, man. I love doing that, man.
From being like us going to the studio to I'm running into people, hey, yeah, Gator recording. Gator who? And you know Gator?
And you got to keep yourself surrounded with that, cause like,
my bro, it's crazy though.
Like, and even when you get to this type of shit, like I pop up like that's why I salute my brother, man, cause if he hit me, he'll be mad, Joe. We gotta get some more of them interviews. You know what I'm saying? He bring a lot of them guests on here too. You know what I'm saying? So I keep myself surrounded with people that's going,
bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, but that's the beauty of it, you know. It's like, even with V and like some of my other homies, you know, like, to see them connect, you know, same thing with y'all. Like, I'm like, man, that's God work, man.
It is,
like,
bro.
You know, it's once again, most niggas, they insecurity would have probably gotten aware of that, where it's like, nah, that's my homie, bro. Fuck, they doing it. Nah, bro, I love that shit, because to me, bro, I'm like, nah, that's a good group of brothers who
and we walk off on niggas like that, because when niggas got that much involved with it, like, that shit a problem in the end anyway. So you never know how far they gonna go with that.
That's the pot niggas. That's what them is.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of people,
them stagnators, man. We don't got that shit.
Because they ain't doing that shit, right? Like, once again, it's like there's people that'll ride the wave, but it's just like, are you on your own surfboard, bro? Probably not. And you willing to flip mine over because you can't swim.
Yeah.
So nah, bro, I'm gonna move around, bro. I know how to glide by myself, bro. Like, but it's dope, you know. Like, once again, just by reference, what 2 or 3 are agreeing, I shall be in the midst. So this God work right here. This ain't by mistake, bro. This ain't,
for sure it's not.
You know, it's like, had you told me 10 years ago you and V was gonna cross paths, I've been like, yeah, all right, bro. Like, I would have probably told you, like, hey, nah, that's bro. But it's just like, to actually be in this setting, to be working, to be creating shit that's gonna live beyond us, bro. That's God work, you know.
And like I've been saying since I was a shawty, man, real recognize real and love at first sight is the same thing, right?
Fact though.
It's just real recognize real we'll use it for men, love at first sight we'll use it for women. Yeah. And it's just how we is. It's women out here I meet like that. That's my homies. Yeah. I'm finna have one more. Y'all know her too, man. She told me her story, man. But like, she like a real nigga to me, and that's how I lead my relationships, man. I don't want to be known for nobody works or nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to have my relationships. We can get on here and talk about it. But long as you know,
Fact.
we that.
Yeah, we
You know what I'm saying? And I don't never open my mouth about nothing.
No, for
Nah,
sure.
and that's
That's what it is.
That's what make you who you are, though.
That's
like,
100, bro.
and you always been a 100 guy. And to me, it's like, I knew your ass was dangerous, but you was a dangerous human with principles.
For sure.
And to me, that's what made our day-to-day work so well, because I knew you wasn't just recklessly doing shit, and you had the power to do a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. But it was like, it always came with a thought. It always came with a process. Like, yo, it's like, even I just seen nigga put paws on niggas, and I'm like, yo, we didn't even bumped heads before. But it's just like, I knew it was always love. Like, now you don't harm me. You looking at like, hey, bro, grow up.
I'm a real
like,
brother. I'm gonna argue with your ass. I'm gonna argue for sure.
And at the time, he was like, he see me around certain energies.
Right after that.
What we doing,
That's
bro?
how I feel to be.
So it's dope to see us as men grow up. It's like, shit, we got kids now. Like, but y'all definitely knew me when I ain't had no kids.
Man, I got adults now.
In fact,
21.
I'm still trailing behind this little bro. But it's just been like, it's been a dope journey nonetheless. Like, I was just sitting in my space early and just thanking God, bro, cause. Nah, bro. Like, it wasn't supposed to be written this way. It's like.
And listening to the story you just told, that was deep, man. But I'm glad to see you came up out of that, bro. That was kind of hard to even hear. You feel me? And you know how much I give a fuck about you.
Fact though.
And God ain't done with me yet, so that's hard to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it was ironically, I kept repeating to myself the Jay-Z line that he was telling Benny single. He say, "Beans, I ain't just trying to change you, just give you the game, make the transition from the street to the fame."
For sure.
And so I kept saying, like, I got to transition from like the streets to the league. I said, I'm league talent. Like, there's people that get paid very well to do half the shit that I do, and I'm doing this. I felt like 50 Cent in that Get Rich or Die Trying movie. When everybody hustling and they kicking the hypes off the block for having pennies, and he was like, they wouldn't take the pennies. I would. And then when they open up next to this crib, he got the biggest crib with all the. Bro, I'm living in a 2,700 square foot house, bro. Like, I ain't worried about nothing. So I took the pennies, bro, to make sure I understand how dollars work. And now that I'm in the league, it's just a different conversation. And that's been a growth pattern, but I was always willing to do the work, whether it turned out good, bad, and different. Can't nobody say Bailey wasn't working. You can't even talk about me and not mention my work.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing personal. Don't nobody know nothing personal about me.
Man, that work gonna speak, man. Like you said,
if it ain't somebody like y'all, nobody knows me personally, bro. Like, none of these industry guys, can't nobody tell you where I grew up at. Y'all been in my house. Y'all know my OG. Y'all know my family. Like, so it ain't a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been a lot of places, but a lot of people can't tell you about where I'm at. They can only reference me based on the work that I've done. And I take pride in that, and I'm gonna keep working.
That's 100, bro.
Man, tell the people where they can reach you at, man, on social medias and
FromBailey.com. That's my portfolio website. You get a quick highlight reel of the work that I've done. I'm steady expanding that. And then my brand, as you can see,
yes, sir.
That 5 is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere I go, it's top 5.
Top 5.
And top 5 means a lot to me, because to me, I may not be number 1, but I've always been top 5.
No question.
And I mean, no debate. I don't give a fuck what room we in. And if I ain't number one, as Hov say, if I ain't better than Big, I'm the closest one. So move over. Hov choose Hova. Mouthful for thought so high, give you dudes ulcers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then my other brand,
Jay-Z land,
Jay-Z to the death of me, because it's just he speaks to a lot of my own truths. And I would say my last brand is Hey Wendy. I have a Chicago brand to Chicago, from Chicago, for Chicago. It's Hey like Windy City. But yeah, we make all Chicago apparel. My business partner K Moon, who has Thank You Chicago, throws the best parties in Chicago. Never been an incident, violence, none of that.
What's her name?
K Moon. K Moon is one of the greatest humans and businesswomen that I've ever met in my life.
You might as well drop her
K Moon 773. That's her Instagram and everything. She gets to it, but follow Thank You Chicago for all the events. They have damn near weekly events. They at the View every Sunday. So the brunch and shit at the View. That's all. I just seen you in the video. One of them. You was standing right by the door. I said, bro, standing on business too. But yeah, she throws some of the best parties in the world. But yeah, that's my business partner for Hey Wendy. Hey Wendy is about to be ready to turn 5 years old. So just excited to just continue to create. I'm working on a host of things myself, including educational platforms, my own podcast series, dealing with a lot of creatives coming to life. And I just wrote 4 books in the last 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So I'll be dropping a quote book pretty soon that's basically called Be Greater. That's a personal mantra of mine. It's 100 quotes that feature the word be inside of it, because I always say the more you do, the more you become. So it's important to be something. So yeah, I'm always working, always creating.
Everything but porn, don't he, man?
Hey, and speaking on that, my daughter made me make a promise.
You got a porn site, I'm out of here.
No, my daughter made me make a promise because my oldest daughter is in my first film that I shot when I came back to Chicago. So I'll be shooting a short film this winter entitled Day for Day. Go check out my other films, 22 and 357. So yeah, it's like I'm all around creative. So whether it's film design, web, you name it, clothing, anything, man.
This just the beginning, man. I just had to get y'all face in front of, like I say, my man Viciani hit me, man.
We
just pull these cameras out whenever we say.
Look, can I give Rose flowers? Like, if it ain't the person in the world that's gonna check on you, it's this brother right here. Look, every morning, that shit is clockwork. Look, before the sun up too.
I'm telling you,
like it ain't never no 8, 9 a.m.
I'll be right sleep.
Right.
Yeah, them bitches 4, 5 a.m. I be up because I be catching them. And then it's like even days, he's still gonna send it even if you don't respond. And roll call, tap in. You good? Where you at? Where you hear that, bro?
Yeah,
like
just get my brothers and my sisters up, man. My little ones.
So deep. I got a V song. I got a flower song for my boy. You know that album
you don't meet humans like that, bro. Like most people, when they checking on you, it come with certain intentions. It come with weird energy about motherfuckers that ain't either one of y'all. So to just have somebody to genuinely connect with, where it ain't about, oh man, this did this bullshit. It's genuinely how are you doing?
And bro don't never break, man. He don't succumb to like bullshit. That's what I love about him, Joe, my man.
You know how we coming, man. It's just like coming up.
Never let a hard time humble us.
Never let them see you sweat.